Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak Up Sis on the Speak Up Sis Facebook and YouTube pages. Thank you so much for joining us for yet another day of our 31 women who have refused to be silent. For those of you who may be brand new, maybe this is your first day watching us. Oh my goodness, you have missed a treat, but that's okay. You can watch on the Speak Up Sis YouTube page all of the women previously, as well as the woman for today and the two for tomorrow will all be on our YouTube page. You can check them out at any time. All right. So I want to thank our sponsor for today. Our sponsor for today is Perion's restaurant and event center in Memphis, Tennessee. Let me tell y'all, this is a beautiful spot. And I want to say thank you so much, Perion's, for sponsoring today's Everyday Woman conversation. And I want to let you all just have a glimpse of this beautiful space. If it will let me play. We just looked at this thing. Y'all give me just a second. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I will let you all see that beautiful spot at the end so I can figure out why it doesn't want to play the sound for me. I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you all Miss Y. Woods Harris. Did I get the last names in the right order?
You got it.
All right, excellent. Ms. Y. Woods Harris is our everyday woman today, and she is amazing, y'all. She has a YouTube page. I'm gonna let her do her thing. I'm not gonna get all into your business, but I say thank you. I met you through the Sistars Network with author Woods. She's a beautiful woman. She was one of our 31 women as well. And I just say thank you for saying yes to the Lord and then saying yes to me to come share in this space. So are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we go.
Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. I like to say it 5 times because that's about grace. But as Angel has said, it has been an amazing month. I have been fortunate enough to catch all of the speakers, and I have learned something every day from the words that they are saying and all of the things that they are presenting to us. And as you can see, I said on my topic, I am stepping out and sounding off and talking about grief communities because that's where my sharing comes from. The last book that I wrote with my husband, we talked about how he had been through so many things the last 2 years of his life. I had no idea that in a couple of months he would transition. And so I wanted to talk to you about in sharing, I wanted to talk to you about the chapter that we wrote, and it's called Wellness, Wholeness, and Worship. And that's what I am sharing. I talk about so many times how we have to be a living legacy. We must be a living legacy because we are leaving family members, people that will never hear our story. They'll never be on YouTube. They'll never be on social media. But we have to somewhere put down the tracks of leaving our story. So where does my story begin? In 2017, we went to the hospital. My husband had a chronic illness, and we went to the hospital under the directions of my physician for him to receive blood. And this was at 2:00. I had just come back from participating in my friend's funeral. and I got a message that I needed to bring him to the hospital. And that went well. It was one of those things that I thought was routine. And the reason I'm saying this is because I want you to realize that there's nothing routine. There's nothing routine. When you wake up in the morning and you are able to see and smell and taste and touch and all of those things, and I have to be careful because being a nursing educator, and my passion for making sure that you understand how important it is to really live your legacy and then to write your legacy. Because I'm faith-based in so many things, I repeat it so many times that we are writing our vision. Because when we write our vision, we give someone else the opportunity to run with it. So my husband was in the hospital, came in, started the blood, got the routine, and within 30 minutes, he was not able to breathe. And so we went to ICU, and they were able to bring him back. And the reason I'm telling the story in the legacy is because I want people to understand how important it is. We're in that time when we're not able to always be with family members and anybody, friends in the hospital. But it's so important that people know what you're about, who you are, and what you want to happen. So that's where I am on this platform, is just talking about you are a part of a grief community as well as I am. And so I share this with my heart. I share this with my heart because Angel has presented this awesome opportunity. And so I am soaring. I use soaring with the word PSOAR. And so I am soaring now as I tell this story. Those things are my first one is P is my prayer. The second one is just being able to show you what I'm about. The next one is the opportunities that come forth and the application. And the one that I'm loving today is the reward to be on this program and to see Angel blossom. If I had to say anything, I'd just say I've watched her blossom these last 31 days. But in that, it's a win-win situation because I am able to participate and know that I can say to you that when you're in situations, and I've heard these ladies be advocates. I've heard these ladies talk about all the things that I just treasure. And so as my husband recovered from that hospitalization, we continued 2 years, so many times in the hospital, so many times in and out. And the one thing that I'm saying, the reason I'm sharing, is because I want you to think about someone that you love, that perhaps they are in a situation where they need you to help them get through, whether it's physically, whether it's emotionally or spiritually. And that's what I stand on. I stand on the fact that we, as ladies, and I tell you today, the reason I chose this day, the 29th day, because I am 10 months into my 75th year. And so I'm living through those situations day in and day out, learning how to live in this time and in this place, and wanting you to understand and just come alongside with me as we celebrate women. As we celebrate women day in and day out. We celebrate their beauty, inside and out. And so all the stories that I tell, I really tell them in my story, and I wanted to just share with you. Just the title of this particular book is Redeeming Grace. Look how far God has brought us. Redeeming Grace. So that's a story. That's my legacy that I have put in writing. But today I get a chance to share these few minutes with you and to tell you how important it is that we support each other, learn how to live with each other, learn how to laugh with each other. And yes, when we talk about living legacies, they are here. Find one today and just celebrate them. That's what I'm doing. Today I'm celebrating Angel. Angel is my living legacy for today. I've heard her story. I'm on her YouTube. I'm on her podcast, and even on this show. And so I've heard her story in so many pieces. And so I am continuing to learn day in and day out. And one of the things that I really want to share is that it's so important that we have a what I call a Naomi and Ruth experience. If you're a Bible reader, you know the book of Ruth. And that's what I tell everybody, that I am truly one Ruths as I continue to go through this program. I'm going to leave you with actually a piece from the reflections that I wrote as my closure. It says that I end with the chorus of a timeless hymn, Blessed Assurance, written by Miss Fannie Jane Crosby and Phoebe Palmer Knapp. This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Thank you again, Angel. Thank each one of you all as you listen. Thank to the ladies who have done a marvelous job these 29 days, and I'm expecting even more the last 2 days of the month. Thanks, Angel.
Thank you so much, Miss White. Listen, so I'm listening to you and I'm sitting here like this, right? First, let me say, when you said 75, you're beautiful. I mean, you're beautiful just because, but when you add 75 to that,
Blessed.
my goodness, you're gorgeous. So,
Thank you.
You're welcome. So these days, it seems every time, I don't know, the Lord just gives me just words to share. And I want to say this to everyone who's watching, to you as well. First, thank you again for choosing to say yes. Two, I think it's really important for us to understand legacy. Just like you said, we've got to get to a place where we're willing and we understand it's important for us to leave something behind.
Yes.
We got to leave something for our posterity. We can't go to the grave with all our stuff in us. No one remembers our name. No one remembers what we've done. We haven't done anything for anyone to remember us. I think it's a beautiful thing that your husband has legacy, and that you're carrying on that legacy. It's important that we talk about grief.
Yes.
It's important that we refuse to be silent, right?
Right.
About the grieving process. Even before a person leaves, you said your husband had a chronic illness. There's grieving that takes place even before they leave, knowing that they're leaving, and we got to refuse to be quiet about that. And we've got to open up our mouths and share. And the third thing I want to say is that, and it's wow that we're in this space today, because just yesterday I was talking to my mom about how we are living in an era where younger people have no patience, time, concern, respect for seasoned people. And I'm telling you, I sat here and I just watched you and I just listened to you. And I remember being a younger girl sitting at the feet of my grandmama and my mama, my aunties. And even now, my friends are older than I am. They're women of a certain age. And I sit and I listen to them. And I glean from their fields. And I was thinking to myself while you were talking, I feel like I need to know Miss Y on a deeper level. And then you said, you're like Naomi. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's reading my mind. So I look forward to getting to know you on a different kind of outside of work and business and the stuff that we do, right? Just
Right.
because I feel like I'm supposed to know you. I bless God for your voice. I bless God for your presence in this space. And I pray that those who are watching today or who may watch in days to come or years to come, heard you, saw you, and will receive what it is that you had to say to us.
To have more information, I am on Instagram.
Yes.
I am on Facebook. I am on YouTube, and I am even on TikTok.
No, you're not on TikTok.
I'm on TikTok. As a matter of fact, I'm on TikTok with my daughter, my granddaughter, and also I have a great granddaughter. I have her on TikTok. So my children said, "This is the media girl." I said, "No, honey, this is the media woman." So so I bless God for every opportunity that I get to share into my life, especially if it's something that will help someone else.
Yes, ma'am. I haven't even figured out TikTok. Okay. I'm done now. I'm done. So you said that you're in all these spaces. How can they find you in the spaces? Is it Y Woods Harris? What's your
Yes, on YouTube I am Wise Woods 10.
okay?
On Facebook I am on Y Woods Harris and also Wyvonia Woods Harris.
Okay.
I'm on LinkedIn. I am on Twitter at Wise Joyful, and I have a blog on Wise Joyful Company. And I also have a podcast that is dedicated to my husband. It's called Honey Sigh and Butterfly Y. And I tell you, my children said, no, she doesn't get lonely. She's always on finding someone to talk to.
That's good. I'll make sure that I add your handles to this post so that people can find you in your spaces. But before we go, I want to make sure, because I said I want to make sure that that everyone gets an opportunity to see this beautiful venue. If you are in Memphis, Tennessee, or you find yourself in the Memphis area, then please make sure that you check out Perion's. It is absolutely beautiful. And I believe we're actually going to be able to take a look at it. Here we go. All right, everyone. Again, thank you, Perion's Restaurant and Event Center in Memphis, Tennessee. If you are in the area or you plan on visiting the area, if you want to get married in Memphis, weddings and all that great stuff, you can also find them on Facebook. It's Perion's, but it's spelled like Perignons. But it's Perion's. So you all check them out. And thank you so much, Perion's, for sponsoring day 29 of our Everyday Woman series, Refuse to Be Silent. Thank you again, Ms. Wise. I appreciate you. And I will be reaching out to you directly to stay connected. And with that, everyone, Y'all have a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Blessings. Blessings.
Bye, everyone.